Stop giving these Negroes a platform! So sick of niggas. Y'all heard this quote before? At the cost of something being educational and enlightening for a collectively oppressed culture, entertainment from the oppressed will further darken that casted veil in the illusion of progression and autonomy. If you haven't heard it before, it's because I made it up. Where black people were largely stereotyped and wanted to become rappers and basketball players have now morphed their ambitions into becoming gamers and streamers. And still rappers. And ballers still. Now I know you see your AMPs and your Gideons and iShow Speeds and think, that's so fun, I want to spend all my time watching that, or I want to aspire to be that. And is that a bad thing? Not necessarily, no. But is it a good thing?
Take the phone away from this nigga.
Hell no. Ignoring the fact that none of these guys are actually influential, they're actually bad influences. Why are they bad influences? Because they're currently a strong representative face of black culture. And what does that look like? Niggas that are loud, borderline obnoxious, and occasionally partake in some other asinine shit. There's a level of entertainment to it, definitely. But now tethered to the point to where it promotes a class of ignorance and chicanery. Now, I'm not saying the entertainers that we put onto a pedestal didn't work hard for that platform. Being born black automatically forces you into a system of adversity, bias, profiling, discrimination, social, economical, and political injustice. The problem lies in the idea of how they further push black capitalist agendas, disorder, and further exemplify this heat haze of this neo-American dream. And don't worry, it's not just the streamers that are pushing this bullshit out, it's the rappers and other quote-unquote content creators also. They've all had some hand in creating this image of who we are becoming and who we are being grouped with via association fallacy. You see, let's say when someone like Jake Paul says something dumb or goes on to make a fool of himself, that's on him. That's only and largely on him. But when a black Vine stars or KSI found it funny to pander to a white man's perception of us, that ignorance is reflected upon all of us. I don't even like watermelon. What these creators sometimes forget is that their blackness is their brand identity, and it contributes to their exposure, which makes any departure from what you have established a costly venture both in business and social awareness. In other words, if your foundation is built upon you acting like a then your reputation will persist as long as you maintain the image of a Let me state, the content creators I mentioned are not that. These guys, however, Lord Jesus, shame is free. What we've created now is a status quo to black success in the social media space. But what people seem to forget is that all of us are replaceable. We exist until our contracts run out, and then they construct another one of us to take center stage and help big companies fuel their pockets and keep us on the lower stratum of the social class blinded and entertained. It's a nasty system, and none of your gods give a damn about it because the money and opportunity that comes with it are far too lucrative to pass up. Now, I know ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, Sharif, because if I was in their position, would I take the money too? I can't definitively say I wouldn't as much as I would say I most definitely would. But the point I'm trying to make is that why is it every time a majority of major black creators rise to prominence, they do next to nothing, purposeful, to better educate their audience that we are not to be pigeonholed into this niche that certain people wrote the blueprint for? When was the last time a nigga told you to read a book and you did it? Side note, please free my people from these motherfucking podcasts. I swear to Anubis, y'all jump on for an hour and a half and be talking about a whole bunch of nothing. I don't want to hear about why niggas ain't shit. I don't want to hear about your uneducated and internally racist opinions about black women. I don't want to hear about how many times you got cheated on. I don't want to hear about your boof-ass real estate scheme with an over-exaggerated portfolio. I don't want to hear about what Blueface and Prashan did. Some of y'all gotta realize you don't have the personality to listen to for 10 minutes, let alone a whole ass hour. Let's keep it a stack fifth. So, contextually speaking, just because you can do something, that doesn't mean you should. And I know I could be coming across as a hater, but I'm not a hater. I am an iconoclast.